Is your truck?
Ya, aquí no está abriendo.
This is your truck?
Sí.
Pásale para acá, sir. The information that we got was that there was a hit and run. Now you had a truck that was following. Apparently he saw the accident. He pointed out at your truck. We have the wrong vehicle and everything.
And we could have 95 from seller to ID.
Well, this is not the vehicle.
No, it's not the
You
vehicle.
didn't ID yourself if they wanted to. They would have arrested you for not IDing. Somebody that just gave us bad information. So that guy put my guys in a bad situation.
So your guys y yo.
Gonna have to stop the recording.
Duty, back up. Estoy grabando aquí, man.
Tiene las cosas ahí. It's a BB gun right here.
Oh, it's a 22.
Or that's what I was saying. It's either a BB gun or a 22, bro. Let me unload it.
Let me get my hand gloves.
You have gloves? Yeah, because I'm all here.
Here we go.
Archie. Thank you. There's actually people in the playroom. I didn't check the playroom. I don't know if you guys want to check who see if the guys here. I checked the restroom already. So they were telling me that they saw somebody walk in the restroom, but they don't know where he went after that. I haven't checked the playroom yet, though. Yeah, I got it. The 22? Yeah, the 22. Yeah. Sí. $16 George 6 order. Step 4, it's gonna be a Ruger rifle. 22. It's gonna be a 22 caliber.
10-4.
Dinner?
Is there a particular color?
Step 4, it's gonna be black in color.
10-4. It's semi-automatic or revolver?
It's a rifle. It's gonna be semi. It's clear. So, I'm gonna check the bag. Number, we don't have them yet. They don't know.
They don't know the owner.
Is your truck?
Ya, aquí no está abriendo.
This is your truck?
Sí.
Pásale para acá, sir. Get on the other side. Hey, grab him. Pon las manos aquí, sir. Ahí. Pase para acá, man. Para acá. Ando grabando también. ¿De dónde viene, man?
Venimos de acá de la iglesia.
¿La iglesia? Ok. Ahorita no... ¿Tuvo un choque ahorita? ¿No estaban en un choque? No. Ok. Es 57, right? Traffic. Sí. Es porque tuvo un choque ahorita, man. Y ahorita un señor iba persiguiendo al vehículo de usted. Y no
¿Y dónde
están
tuvo el choque?
por Barley, por allá por Chihuahua, por allá por ese
por
rumbo.
Barley ni por Chihuahua. Venimos de acá del Jaime Zapata. Luego
ok.
fuimos a Mero y nos vinimos para acá.
Ok, nomás andamos checando ahorita, ok. Porque ahorita apuntó el
Bueno,
muchacho,
perfectamente.
sí, ahorita apuntó el muchacho que era ese troca.
Bueno, pues
¿ok?
a lo mejor no toma las placas porque yo venía con él y venimos
Sí.
de acá de Jaime
Dijeron-
Zapata. Nos
dijeron
vinimos a
algo-
Mero y luego nos vinimos para acá.
Ok.
Nunca pasamos por Barley.
Ahorita
Venimos
fueron
de
para
la
el
mía
HB,
13, no.
¿no?
Venimos de la mía 13 y luego nos fuimos acá por Loop 20, agarramos Jaime Zapata y luego nos vinimos a la Mero y luego nos vinimos para acá.
Ok. Sí, sí, ok, man. Ahorita fueron para el HB ahorita. Para...
Fue Chivi.
Sí, ¿qué agarraron de ahí?
Fue a comprar algo para la llanta.
Para la llanta, ok.
Sí.
Ok, por eso, porque él te vio también que agarraron un fix a flat, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Sí, y que pusieron eso y todo. So, ahorita estamos esperando a los muchachos para llegarse.
No, pero no fuimos por Barley. No fuimos ni
Ok.
por Chihuahua ni
Ahora,
por Barley.
no estoy seguro exactamente, es por allá, por ese rumbo.
Ok, no,
Yo
no,
creo
no,
por
no
Barley,
venimos de
pero
por allá.
nomás ahorita lo juntaron a su troca
Ok.
y por eso estamos checando. Pues nosotros vimos un rifle que estaba ahí dentro.
Sí, es desde.
Sí,
Pero él
ok.
tiene permiso.
Sí.
Sí, él tiene. Ajá.
Ok,
Y siempre
nomás
lo
nosotros vimos el rifle, nomás para asegurar, nomás
Ah,
agarramos el rifle, por eso abrimos la troca también.
sí, pero no
Ok.
chocamos porque yo venía con él y traemos
Ok,
a los niños.
ahorita déjanos nomás
Pues que chequen bien los
investigar.
muchachos porque la verdad es que...
Ahorita ahí vienen para acá.
Se
Ellos
anotaron
están-
la placa y la anotaron mal, porque nosotros no venimos ni de allá,
Sí.
ni hemos tenido un choque. Como
Sí.
te digo, a donde fuimos es donde te dije.
Ah, ok,
Y yo venía con él.
perfecto. Ok, ahorita
Todo
nomás
el tiempo yo vengo con él.
Ok.
Desde que salimos de Río Bravo hasta que vinimos a la mía 3, estuve en Zapata, después a la Mero y después aquí.
Ok.
Y no he tenido ningún choque.
Sí. Ok, nomás déjame checar.
¿Ok?
Y lo...
¿Mande? Yo tengo conmigo.
Sí. ¿Él tiene ID también?
Él tiene.
Sí. ¿La tiene con usted o él
No,
la tiene?
él la tiene.
Él la tiene.
Pues
Refusing
necesitan checar
ID?
primero, no pueden hacer nada.
Well, según he has his ID on him. You patted him, did you see it?
No sé, él sí la dejó abierta. Pero él
Estaba
trae-
abierta porque nosotros la abrimos.
Ah, ok.
Y tenía un arma ahí.
No, sí, él la trae, pero él trae permiso. Pero no sé si dejó la troca abierta, como nada más se bajó aquí.
Pues sí la dejó abierta
Ah,
porque
ok.
nosotros la abrimos.
Ah, ok.
Sin batallar nomás. Así. Hey, did you find a ID?
Llegó solo.
Porque ella dice que ellos vinieron con él.
Yo no la vi ahí, yo nomás miré al gallo solo.
So we're gonna have to review the cameras because if she's lying, pues.
I mean, según she did tell me about the HEB, that they went to the HEB, about the fix a flat. She told me about all that right now. Pero pues, again, I mean, it's kind of, you know, if I'm waiting on the other guy who apparently saw, because he's the one that followed it, he pointed it out. He said, hey, they were with a fix a flat and everything, and sure enough, on the right rear tire,
Yeah, you can see.
you see that they did the fix a flat, and she's saying it también. But then again, I don't know the contents of the 50 right now, you know, like, they just said, look for this vehicle.
Pues, go ahead and show me the cameras. Nomás quiero ver si
Sí,
vos
por
solo
favor.
o con quién llegó.
Yeah, sure.
I'll check the cameras.
You'll check them? Okay. Did you... Is it... Yeah, thank you, brother. Good? Robbie, how you doing? Go ahead for 16 George 26.
We're going to locate the vehicle. There was a suspect on the 5
10-4, we located a white and colored GMC pickup truck. It's gonna be 28 Lincoln Young Boy 2475. It has apparently damage on the right rear tire, It was flat. They just put the fix-it flat, and that's what a 17 in the Tahoe pointed at. He said that this was the vehicle he was following.
Amber, were you able to speak with the driver? What did he claim?
Yeah, we detained the driver because there was a 32 in the car, and he came right away to the driver's side door, and you know he was kind of making a big deal, so we detained him real quick. Right now he's refusing to speak, he's refusing the ID and everything like that, so right now he's kind of being difficult. I was speaking to his wife, his code 1, and she was saying that apparently they didn't come from anywhere from that area where the 50 happened. They said that they were coming from Rio Bravo or something like that, and they went to the HEB and got the fix-it flat. You did?
Yeah, she gave me the deal.
Where did the 50 occur by exactly? What were the 20?
Harley and Chihuahua? Harley and Chihuahua.
10-4, that's what we had told her. That's what I thought I saw in the notes. Where was the damages, or what are the other 17 saying? That way we can know for sure.
Yeah, it seems like the damage on Unit 1 should be front right. Front right.
Front right? Would it be like heavy damage?
He was able to, yes, possibly heavy damage. Just by the damage on this vehicle, the Unit 2 driver wasn't able to see much. By any chance, does that vehicle have some sort of a camper?
74, there's no camper on the vehicle.
No camper?
That's the bed up here.
Yeah. 74, there's no camper on it. It's just an open bed. Let me just go. So, ustedes no venían de ese rumbo por Bartlett y Chihuahua?
No.
Okay. Están diciendo es donde pasó el accidente.
No fuimos nosotros. Nosotros venimos fuimos a Independence Park y ahí había mucho tráfico. Hace como a las 10. ¿A qué hora pasó el choque?
¿Mande?
¿A qué hora pasó el choque? El
Pues
choque.
ahorita, como hace unos minutos que
nosotros
pasó.
estamos en
Pues no estamos
Independence
seguros,
Park.
nomás lo único que sabemos es que un muchacho que también estuvo ahí los iba persiguiendo.
No, pues entonces diles
El muchacho apuntó a esta troca.
Ah, ok.
Es lo que está diciendo el
Ya,
muchacho.
no,
Él
nosotros
vio
venimos
cuando
de-
ustedes pararon en el ATV y
Nosotros
todo.
venimos de Independence Park a las 10. Entramos allá, que íbamos a ver los cohetes con los niños. Ahí duramos bastante porque había mucho
Sí.
tráfico.
So,
De ahí
todo
sal-
el tiempo
Sí.
estaban juntos,
Sí,
¿verdad?
nunca-
Toda
él
la
nunca
familia.
andó solo. Nada más
ok.
ahorita que nos dejó aquí fue a Chiví. De aquí se fue a Chiví y regresó para acá. Y
Ah,
no
ok.
anduvimos por Barley ni anduvimos por Chihuahua.
Ok.
Y ahí
Es
está
por-
el niño grande que conmigo y él también te puso lo mismo.
Ok. Pues ¿por qué está diciendo el manager que nomás vio él? Salió?
Porque él nos dejó y entramos nosotros y él se fue a Chiví. Dijo antes de que me cierre. Y luego
Ok,
ya
pues
entró.
no les dijo eso tampoco.
¿Qué
¿me
dijo?
entiende? No, usted no
Ah.
lo dijo, ¿me
Ah,
entiende?
no, sí,
Por
o
eso
sea,
estamos
No,
tratando
es
de
que
agarrar
aquí
la
llegamos
historia.
a las 12,
Dígame todo. lo
A
que
las
pasó.
12.
A las 12,
Nos dejó
ok.
aquí y
Ok.
se fue allí a Chiví a comprar eso, que porque la llanta
Por la
se
llanta.
estaba bajando. Y dijo, ahorita vengo, bájense ustedes porque si no van a cerrar. Nada más fue compró eso y se vino para acá. Pero aquí fue a Chiví.
Ok.
O sea, no se fue lejos.
Está bueno.
Te digo, andábamos todo el tiempo juntos. Ahorita venimos de aquí de Lamero y de aquí de Lamero, pues agarramos aquí Lamero, salimos aquí en el Hawái
Ujú.
y nos vinimos para acá. Pero nunca hemos andado allá.
Ok. Un momento, ma'am. Permítame.
I'm gonna go because you need a second unit. You want the 43 for the guy?
Yeah.
Do you want to take it down? Because this is for my 95 that I had. I just used. Yeah, she probably had it because she said she has a utility truck. Might have the suspects. Possibly going to get rowdy. I don't know what.
Yeah, go for it. Where is it by?
I'm on a trade for you right now. She's there.
Y nomás el otro que nos pedimos también es que no nomás deja el rifle, que no nomás lo dejan ahí, que todos lo pueden ver. Y también con la troca destrancada.
No sé por qué la dejó desatrancar. Siempre la tranca, pero yo creo
Sí,
que como
pero
va la
pues
carrera.
mira, también
Ya, sí.
cualquier persona nomás la puede ver porque nosotros lo miramos fácil. ahí. Nomás cualquier persona puede verlo, agarrarlo y hacer lo que ellos quieran porque ellos lo tienen, ¿me entiendes? O sea, eso también es bien peligroso también. Nomás, como le dije, nomás estamos investigando ahorita. Si no es usted, pues no eran ustedes, ¿me entiendes?
No éramos nosotros.
Ok, nomás estamos...
Go ahead for 19 George 5.
La razón por qué estamos aquí es porque...
Pero ¿por qué no preguntan antes de ¿por qué no hablan con
Ok, yo me metí y estaba buscando de quién era la troca, ¿me entiendes? So, ¿ustedes dónde estaban?
Ay, ya con los niños. Estamos en
En el play place.
Sí.
Ok, como le dije. Yo entré y pues yo estaba buscando...
Pero ahí le
de
preguntaste, ¿le dijiste lo del choque?
Pues la estamos tratando, pero pues no quiere decir nada, no quiere dar su nombre, no quiere dar nada. Y pues si no hizo nada, pues, ¿entiendes?
No, pues no, como te digo, como le digo, o sea, nosotros andamos juntos y nunca anduvimos ni por Barley ni por Chihuahua.
Sí.
O sea, y
Pues
si pasamos, no, por Barley no pasamos. O sea,
Ok.
si desde ya fuimos a la mía 13 y sí nos fuimos por allá, pero eso ya fue como a las 9,
Ujú.
Y eso que nada más así, fue rápido, y no le pegó a nada ni nada.
Ok, pues como le dije, nomás estamos investigando aquí y ya si no pasó nada, pues no pasó nada.
No, pues
¿entiendes?
no pasó nada porque yo andaba con él.
Ok.
O sea, y tenemos los niños, y si hubiera chocado, pues si hubiera parado.
Ujú.
No tiene por
No
qué
entiendo.
irse.
No entiendo. Nomás porque le estoy diciendo otra vez, nomás ellos puntaron a esa troca y ellos dijeron, es esa troca. Los que les persiguieron. Es lo que ellos dijeron. So, nosotros vamos a investigar antes, ¿me entiendes? Que se vayan. Y la razón por qué nos metimos en la troca es porque vimos
¿Pero
la
ustedes pueden
pistola.
hacer eso?
¿De
Como
qué?
meterse a un carro que no sea...
Pues si vemos eso y si estás destrancada, pues mírame, ¿qué va a pasar ahí? Sí, ahorita estamos investigando la troca, ¿me entiendes? La información que nosotros tenemos es que esa troca estaba en un accidente, ¿me entiendes? So, es un suspect, ¿me entiendes?
Sí,
So,
no, hemos chocado, la verdad.
con esa información de nosotros, déjame nomás hablar con él. What's up?
She's saying she was with him in the truck.
Now she tells me that he dropped her off. Apparently now that's the story she's giving me, that he dropped her off and that he went to HEB to get the fix-a-flat, and then that's when he came back and he arrived by himself. Yeah, that's the story she was giving me right now. I was like, why didn't you say that earlier? She's like, well, that's what happened. I was like, because you're confusing the story for us. Yeah, but I don't know, según Michelle was saying that she found a truck.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're saying that apparently I spoke with, I think it's Vito, what they call it, the damage should be in the front right. That's what he's saying. This one has no damage on the front
So
right.
then the 17 that told us that's a truck was probably
He
wrong.
got it confused. Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably what happened.
Okay. Just
You
let
know.
the sergeant know, because this guy's pissed because
Yeah,
he
I
checked
know.
his vehicle and stuff, and let him know. I mean, because he did leave the 32.
Yeah, that's
Unsecured?
what I was trying to explain to her, that hey, the 32 was unsecured. It was, the door was unlocked and everything.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
then-
everything's under good faith because the 17 led us to this 20 and pointed out the vehicle.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know.
I was telling her, that it was a suspect vehicle. We saw the rifle. We're like, okay, our
We need to
information,
secure it, yeah.
we need to secure it because it's our suspect vehicle and whatnot. You know.
Just let George 2 know. Let me talk to the guy real quick. And
Yeah, I'm gonna call him
Yeah,
right
that's
now. I
fine.
need to get my phone. I explained to her, yeah. Fine. Huh? Yeah, one moment. General? Para que la
¿Qué están haciendo?
Mira, sir. Let me explain it to you. Ahorita le va a explicar el otro oficial, ¿ok? Un momento. ¿Cuáles? ¿Los dos?
Los dos me están jalando. No sé ni para qué me quieres con las esposas.
¿Ah?
No sé para qué me quieres con todos.
Pues look. Alright. ¿Sí entiende inglés o no?
Sí, Sí, ajá.
See? Okay. Look, the information that we got, let me explain everything to you, okay? The information that we got was that there was a hit and run, okay? A hit and run by Bartlett and Chihuahua. Were you guys anywhere near there? No? Okay. So, that's the information that we got, okay? So we got the information from that. Now you had a truck that was following, apparently he saw the accident. He was following a truck.
Okay.
And he pointed out at your truck, okay? He started following your truck, and then he saw that you all pulled up at the McDonald's, okay? What happened when you arrived at the McDonald's, sir?
Cuando vine a McDonald's y
Sí.
luego fui a H-E-B.
Okay, es lo que pasó?
Ajá.
Okay. So, he's saying que él también he saw you
Ajá.
to go to the H-E-B and that you
Okay.
got to fix a flat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he explained that part to us before, you know, we got here, and then at the time he was like, yeah, they got to fix a flat.
Uh-huh.
He thought you were the one involved in the accident, you know, the hit and run that happened over there by Bartlett and Chihuahua, okay?
Okay.
So he pointed out your vehicle right when we got here. So when we got here,
¿Y quién
we
es?
saw... Huh?
¿Quién es el que hizo el false
Right
claim?
now, he's over there at the scene. He said that he was gonna bring the actual victim to come over here to ID your
Okay,
vehicle.
y le voy a
¿Me entiendes?
poner cargos a él.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
what
yeah.
he gave
y a
up.
ustedes también.
Okay, I mean
¿Quién decidió abrir la troca?
Okay, can I finish explaining?
Okay.
Okay, let me finish explaining. Okay. So in the end, again, we came here. We saw the vehicle. He pointed out that's a vehicle. He pointed out the fix-a flat. We saw your flat. We saw that you had just applied fix-a-flat.
Okay.
I went inside here. I asked for, you know, who's the owner of this vehicle and
Okay.
whatnot. The vehicle, you know, nobody answered there. They said that you had went to the restroom.
Okay.
So I went in the restroom looking for you. So in our minds, all right, that's our suspect vehicle, you know?
Okay.
At the same time, when we're coming up to your vehicle, we see a rifle there in the
Okay.
passenger seat.
Which
front
is
passenger.
not illegal.
Okay. But
Okay.
at the same time, you had your door unlocked, sir.
Okay.
We didn't break in your car or anything. You had your door unlocked with a rifle with loaded rounds in there,
Uh-huh.
okay? There is not one in the chamber, but it's still loaded.
Okay.
Okay? So you had an unsecured rifle in your passenger side seat. So
Okay.
us out of good face, we're gonna, you know, take out the rifle, make it safe at the same time because again, you know, that's their suspect vehicle and everything like that. And you just can't get around the fact that there's a loaded rifle in a passenger seat with the doors unlocked, okay?
Okay.
Anybody can just go inside, get your rifle, and, you know, use it for anything, okay?
Yeah.
So that's the part for your rifle. That's the part why we were inside your truck. Okay, and you came out, and then again, like I said, that's when we, you know, started our process, you know, asking if this was your vehicle and everything, and that's why we had to detain you right then and there. Because in our minds, we have a rifle right here. We don't know if you're armed. Obviously, you have a rifle, so lots of the times there's a chance that you have a weapon somewhere.
I do, yeah,
you know,
I do.
and again, if you have, you know, your concealed carry and everything, then that's your right. But at the same time, for us to make it safe for us and everything for our safety, we have to, you know, check you to make sure you don't have a weapon. That way, you know, we can interview you and everything, right?
Okay.
Which is a reason why we have you put your hands on there, and that's why, you know, when you're removing your hands, that's why they say keep your hands on there. You gotta realize for our safety. You understand?
No, that's bullshit.
Okay, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's different opinions, man. But again, it's our safety,
No
okay?
tienen por qué abrir una troca que no... Si no
Okay.
saben algo, no están seguros de algo, no tienen por qué andar abriendo trocas. No tienen por qué. ¿Quién es tu supervisor?
No, but right now you want to speak to him,
no,
you can
sí,
speak to him.
Sí.
That's fine. I can call him over here. There's no problem. He'll
Ya
explain
quiero que me
to
quites este jale.
Okay. What time tengo? Oh, sorry. Just to, I guess, get you aware, are you aware of the traffic going on by Chihuahua and Bartlett, 5-7? No? Okay. Okay. Well, what's it called? There was a 5-7 traffic that happened. So the 5-7 traffic that happened, apparently we had a 17 that was following the vehicle. That's the information they gave us. They said that it was passing the HEB on Highway 83. And he started giving us, you know, details on, you know, the truck. So when I go, he kind of points at another F-150. And then that's when, what's it called? You know, I 48 that vehicle, but he's like, oh, that's not the one. He's like, it's probably still at the McDonald's. So again, I go there. Yeah, so what's it called? For that reason, I 48 that vehicle, and then, you know, it's not the vehicle, so we come back to the HEB. So we come back to the HEB and everything. So, I mean, the McDonald's, where apparently the truck is parked. We come, and the vehicle, it's a Tahoe, the 17, he points out the suspect vehicle. He's like, hey, this is a suspect vehicle, it's this one. It's a GMC, a white GMC. So sure enough, it's a white GMC. So, you know, that's our suspect vehicle and everything, or at least according to him. So he's like, oh, you want me to bring the guy, because he's like, this is the one I followed, but do you want me to bring the actual victim from the 5-7? And I'm like, yeah, sure, go bring him, you know, that way he can positively ID the vehicle and everything. So I go inside the McDonald's and I'm like, whose is that truck? Who's the truck outside and everything? And one of the managers goes up to me and he says, oh, I saw a man go in, but he went to the restroom. So I go check the restroom. The guys, there's nobody in there. So then, you know, I'm there trying to figure out whose truck it is. When I go back outside the truck, a lady starts saying that, oh, my husband's there. So I'm like, oh, your husband isn't there. Sure enough, the husband's also parked in a white truck, you know, next to our suspect vehicle. So that's when Fierro gets there, and that's when we look in, and he's like, hey, bro, there's a 32 in here. There was a rifle on a front passenger seat of the truck. So that's when we see the rifle, and then we check, and the door is unlocked. So with the rifle, it was loaded, and then, you know, the door unlocked. We secure the rifle and everything. We gain entry into the truck, and then that's when we secure the rifle. And, you know, I'm, you know, making it safe, pretty much getting out the magazine and whatnot. And then that's when we see the actual owner of the vehicle come outside of the McDonald's, and he's like, hey, like, what are you guys doing? And he goes to the driver's side. I'm in the passenger side, and I'm like, is this your truck? And he's like, yes, this is my truck. And I still had the rifle right there near me. So I had the assisting officers go, and, you know, they went right away to detain him right away. And then once they detain him, they what's it called, they put him inside the unit, but the guy starts, like, you know, being difficult to deal with already at that point. You know, he starts putting his hands down, so they start, you know, Robbie gets his hand and puts it back on and tells him, hey, put it back on top of the truck. And he's like, hey, no me tocas así. And so, you know, we finally are able to pat him down, and then we finally are able to, you know, put handcuffs on him and then place him inside his vehicle. So from that point, that's when they detain him inside my unit, and then, you know, we're talking to the wife, and then the wife starts explaining to us, like, oh no, like, we haven't even been anywhere near that area. So we're, you know, trying to investigate and everything, and the wife is saying, oh no, like, you know, we came from Rio Bravo, we never passed by that area, and that the reason why they went to the HEB for the fix-a-flat was because, you know, their tire was flat, and that's what we had saw, which kind of led us to believe that it was our suspect vehicle and whatnot, because a guy said, hey, like, you know, he had a flat tire. That's what the other 17 said, the one that pointed it out first. So, you know, all said and done, that's how we go with our process. And, well, you know, the guy's already making a big deal right now. He's actually requesting to speak to you right now. Yeah, so well, that's what we believed, but apparently we were talking on channel 3 with the actual officers on the scene, and they're saying that it should have front damage and everything like that. Again, when we got the information, we just received information that a 17 following the vehicle. That's all I received, because the accident happened over there in District 3. So the only information I received was that the suspect vehicle is, you know, passing the HEB on 83. So of course, you know, that's when we start, you know, trying to locate the suspect vehicle. Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what I was about to get to, yeah. Like pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, there was no plates or anything. It's just on the damages, and this guy saying that the damages were supposed to be on the right rear tire or something like that, and that he saw him putting the fixer flat, which led him to believe, oh, okay, like, you know. The victim, I mean, again, they're over there. Apparently, they're still at the scene. Apparently, Puebla was 48ing another truck that could possibly be the suspect vehicle, so they weren't even sure about it, you know? So apparently it's going to we have the wrong vehicle and everything. So that means whoever is at 17, the one that pointed it out, it's pretty much like if he messed it up. Like if he gave the wrong vehicle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he's upset because pretty much we went into the truck and secured his 32 and everything, which was, you know, in plain view, and the truck was unlocked. He's upset because of that, and he's upset because we detained him and everything like that. Yeah, so that's basically the reason why he's upset, and that's why he's requesting to speak to his supervisor. Fierro told me to call you, so that way I could fill you in on it. We're at the McDonald's on 83 and Zacatecas. Okay, 10-4. Okay, 10-4. Alright, bye.
Because I can tell you, we're conducting an investigation, so lawfully we detain you. We're not just gonna unlawfully detain you. I mean, I'm being honest. Okay. We're gonna lawfully, and that's where we're basing ourselves. It says the person commits that you commit an offense when you fail to identify. Okay. So that's when you commit the offense. Okay. That's it doesn't mean that you committed an offense somewhere else and you're failing to. It means that the moment we ask for your information and you say I'm not gonna give you anything, and that's what I explained to you. A Class C, when you say I'm not gonna give you any information, and that's fine. And we can arrest you, take you to booking, properly identify you in booking, you know, and it's a Class C, you get a citation and you get released. A Class B is when you tell me my name is Pancho Villa and you're not Pancho Villa, okay? And that's a Class B. And a Class A is when you provide wrong information that you're wanted. Okay. Okay? Those are the three different ones. But just so we can be clear, that's why when it says lawfully detained, you were lawfully detained. Okay.
It's a little confusing because you're at this HEB and this McDonald's, that HEB and that McDonald's. So the guy, where'd the 50 happen?
The 50 happened in Barlin, Chihuahua.
Barlin, Chihuahua.
Yeah. Okay. So we had a 17 that I guess saw the accident.
Followed him all the way over here?
That's according to the 17, you know. They followed him over here, and then I guess he was waiting for them or something like that. Because when I heard the call, I was nearby over there by Lomas. And I was like, okay, I'll wait over here by where the Aguardos was, because it still kept on saying that they were traveling southbound. So he was behind the truck, and then he honks at me and he starts waving at me, hey, come over here. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be the truck in front. So I 48 the truck. It's an F-150.
But you were going south?
Yeah, because that's what the call note said. I guess he had followed the truck here, and I guess what's it called, the truck had parked, but then he saw another truck looking similar leaving. So I guess in the 17's mind, he was like, oh, like, you know, maybe they're trying to elude or something.
So he
like
saw
that.
a truck going here and another one leaving from here.
He saw him going here. That's according to the minimal information he gave me. That he saw him coming here. I guess, you know, he was trying to sacar a vuelta or something like that, you know, to call, because he was giving updates and everything. And then I guess while he was doing that, he saw a truck similar leaving. So he was like, oh shoot, they're leaving. So, you know, I guess...
Same truck. Or what? Maybe it was that truck.
No, apparently they already have a suspect vehicle right now. That they already have someone who was involved in 5-7. But this was before. Like, the 5-7 had just happened. They went to follow the truck. I'm over there waiting, and then that's when he waits me down over here. So I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm following, and then that's when I 48 the truck over there. But it's an F-150, so I'm like, okay, you know, it's an F-150. I give it 28. And then that's when the guy goes up to me, and he's like, oh, sir, SNOS. I'm like, okay, so which one is it or what? And he's like, oh, okay, a lo mejor he's still at the McDonald's, sir. So I'm like, okay. So he goes around, you know, and that's when he's already coming over to McDonald's, and I'm following him. and I'm following him so we can come to the McDonald's where he says it should still be here. We finally make it here, and then that's when he comes over here and he parks right behind it, and he's like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "This is a truck," and he's started explaining that see, they had gotten a fix-a-flat, and I guess, you know, I didn't know how severe the 50 was, so he was saying that I guess with that he was trying to fix the flat, which could have been part of the 50.
How do you know they got to fix a flat?
Huh? Because he said that he saw him putting it on there or something like that. Because apparently their story is that they got here first. That the guy got here, he dropped off his family, and then he went to HEB. And that's when, you know, I guess that 17 was following, and he saw that, you know, he was HEB and everything. So again,
makes sense. He dropped off his family. You eat and go to HEB.
I mean, no, he just dropped it off, but he didn't eat. Like, he just dropped them off, and then he went straight over there, and then he came back. And, you know, that's the story I'm getting. So. And
then when he was here, he was in the restroom or what?
When he got here alone, and then that's when I get here. He points out that it's his vehicle, sir. He's like, he should have there where he puts the fix-a-flat.
So he comes back in the truck.
No, he doesn't. The owner? No, but nah, we don't even make contact with him yet.
So the truck is here. The guy walks to HEB to get a fix-a-flat.
No. So apparently, from what he's telling me, is that the guy dropped off his family. Okay. And he takes the truck to HEB. Puts the fix-a-flat, I'm not sure if it was over there or over here, but he puts the fix-a-flat. And then that's when, you know, all that happens. That's, again, the minimal information I'm getting, you know.
So you're not talking to the 17 in person?
What do you mean? I'm getting updates through the radio. The only updates I got was that the vehicle's heading over to, what's it called, 83. That's when I started getting updated. You know, I was already over there.
Did you ever meet that 17 they called?
Yes, I met him, and I talked to him and everything. Okay. But when he was explaining all this, I was already talking to him like way past over there. And that's when he comes back. Where I got involved with him was I-48 that truck. He's like, "Yes, no, sir, it should be in the McDonald's." I'm like, "Okay, like, all right." So
come back.
Yeah, come back. He says, "This is a truck, sir. It's this."
And the guy's in the truck.
No one's in the truck. The truck's empty. So, okay, I go inside the McDonald's, and I'm like, "Does this truck belong to anybody?" I'm asking, you know, families that are sitting there, "Does this truck, white GMC, belong to you?" And they're looking, and then the manager starts looking around, and then that's when the manager here starts saying, "Sir, vi un muchacho que se vino adentro, pero he went to the restroom." So I'm like, "Okay, let me go see if I catch him in the restroom." So I go to the restroom, it's all empty. So then he's like, "No sé si corrió, sir. I don't know if he left, or I don't know what happened to him. They didn't see him after that." So I'm like, "Okay, like, you know, now we don't have a suspect or anything like that, but we have a suspect vehicle, like, according to the information that we got." So then we come back out, and then that's where Fierro's walking in, and then Fierro's like, "Hey, bro, there's a 32 in there." And I'm like, "Okay." So I look in, and it's a rifle. It looks like an AR style and everything. I have it in my unit. So there's a rifle right there, plain view in the passenger seat, just right there. So we're like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "The door's unlocked." I guess Fierro saw that the door was unlocked, so that's when I'm like, "Oh shoot, okay." So that's when I go to secure it. And we open it, he opens the driver's side, I open the passenger side, and that's where I get the rifle. I check to see if it's a BB gun or an actual rifle. Sure enough, it's an actual 22 rifle. And it had a loaded magazine in it and everything. So that's when...
The AR? It's not really an AR.
It's a 22, yeah. It's a Ruger type.
So this is not the vehicle?
No, it's not the vehicle.
Did they stop another one they believe is the vehicle?
Apparently, I'm guessing from the updates that I kind of read on, I'm guessing they have a suspect vehicle already.
It's got no damage other than the flat.
Yeah, other than the flat.
So like I said, you had a CP17 that didn't even know what the fuck. Never thought to get a plate.
I mean...
That would have told you that was...
Yeah, that's just the minimal information we got.
And the 17 saw the 50.
That's apparently the information I got.
The guy's just upset because you went in.
The guy is upset because we got into his vehicle and that we detained him and everything like that, because he didn't like the way we detained him and everything, even though he's saying that he carries on him. Right now he doesn't. He has another pistol in there apparently, but while we were checking it, he had already ran up to the driver's seat and he was like, "What's going on?" So we're like, "Are you the owner of this?" And he's like, "Yes." So that's when the assisting officers go, and that's when, you know, they grab him.
If he had a 50, he might have denied it.
Huh?
If he had a 50, he might have denied it.
You know,
even come to the truck.
Yeah, so
taking off, got somebody pick him up.
Again, we don't know the information.
He's just upset because he went in the truck and
and because the way we
shitty 43.
Yeah, that's basically it. He was saying that he wants to press charges on the other person for giving shitty 43, and you know, whole complaints on us and everything because of how we handled it.
I was gonna talk to you, but I said, you know what? No, I'm just gonna let it be, and then because he had made the initial contact with you.
Okay.
Y luego ya por eso ya después hablé contigo y ya te expliqué, mira eso.
Yeah.
This is Sergeant.
Ismael Rincón, mucho gusto.
What can I do for you?
Pues hacer un complaint against the officers.
They explained to me what's going on, sir. And I understand where you're upset.
Very.
They, you know, they're doing their job. You gotta put yourself in their shoes. Somebody that just gave us bad information. Somebody.
So what's gonna happen to that guy?
He didn't break the law, and he just gives us bad information.
False information?
It's not that he's giving false information. He's trying to help out because he saw an accident and he confused your vehicle with another vehicle. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, trying to do a good thing and he confused everything and he went and told the officer, you know what?
Sí, ahora yo.
Yeah. Well, I understand. And they just did what they had to do.
Yeah.
Then they see a weapons unlocked. They thinking your vehicle. The guy said, came back and said, no, it was not that one because he pulled another truck over.
Okay.
He must still be at the McDonald's. Es esta. But then the guy never, when he was chasing the vehicle the whole time that they did the hit and run, he never got a partial plate. So we went on what he said.
Yeah.
We acted in good faith. Okay? And I understand you're upset, but they're just doing information.
Yo salí dañado y... O sea, conozco a la gente de aquí, conozco al manager. Ya me hicieron ver como un criminal. O sea, salgo de la tienda y...
No, but you just go explain to him what happened. That it was a mistaken thing. Todo se explica hablando bien, you know, the manager. You know, but that's all. I mean, I can't stop you from filing the formal complaint, but I'll have a talk with them. I really don't. They acted on information.
Okay.
And they see a weapon, and we don't know.
Abrieron mi troca y no deberían de ver la troca.
Well, I'll give them some leeway.
Este es el Fourth Amendment. Ustedes saben.
No, they're acting on good faith because remember, they think you committed, you know, a hit and run, which
no es suficiente para.
And then they go into see the vehicle there.
Think no es suficiente para.
Yeah, well, we can argue that in court, and you may be right, may be wrong, but as long as they're acting in good faith, hey, they see a weapon. And they just secured it, and we're not going to take it from you. We're going to get back to you. But, I mean, we think you're involved in a chase. It's a hit and run, and then we think we have a suspect vehicle to be able bad information. So we just secure the weapon and make sure. Because what if it was somebody running, and we don't know why you're running, why you did the hit and run, maybe. For how long later we found out you did a robbery with that.
So el unlawful detainment y el unlawful search. Así lo dejamos.
Well, I don't think it's totally unlawful.
It is unlawful.
Well, that is your opinion. I don't think it's unlawful. They're acting in good faith in their information.
Okay.
So
bueno, quiero hacer un complaint como quiera.
Okay, when you
el que me trató como si yo fuera sido el primero, Sánchez, no sé cómo se llama.
Sánchez.
¿Era Sánchez o?
Huh?
Sánchez.
Do you know his name? First name?
I don't know.
28 David Tom Mary 5.
O sea, quiero el nombre de todos porque voy a hacer un official complaint de todos los que hicieron respond.
Give him your name, badge number. Yeah. Sanchez, is he still on detail?
He should.
Is he with a David or?
Kings.
He got it. Went 42 in working detail or what?
5-5. One of the.
Let me look up that name.
Okay, that one.
You have been dispatched. You have been dispatched. You have been dispatched.
Apartment number 51.
It's apartment number 3. Could it be King 3?
I believe so. Yes.
I want to give me a name. I'll find him under.
You have been dispatched.
You can right click and te sale el 43 sir. Donde estaban los names.
You have been dispatched.
Right click the mouse.
Handcuffs in the back.
I click on here?
Sí, then right click the mouse. Unit information.
You in that 62 traffic? That was just the hard way. Alfonso.
Pero no tiene badge number now?
No, but I think he's like one after me.
Give him the department ID number.
You have been dispatched.
¿Cuántos años? Oh, he wants to complain.
You have been dispatched.
And we could have 95 from Heller to ID.
You have been dispatched.
And I explained that to him.
Yeah.
¿Qué es el ID number de Conchas?
Click enter.
You have been dispatched.
8733.
Yeah, department.
8733?
8733.
You have been dispatched.
Did he ID himself though, finally?
No. I got it from
That's the employee. I don't know, you got their badge numbers or employee numbers?
Yeah.
The other one is not a badge number, it's an employee number, which is actually better. That's what we go by, really, not the badge number.
El serial number.
Yeah, but yeah, it's an employee number. That's what we punch in, and that's what you use to log in. And
Okay.
like I say, if you think it was unlawful, they're acting in good faith with the information, so they detain you for there's a reason, not just I'm just gonna detain you. Now, since they had a purpose, because there was a hit and run investigation, remember, you didn't ID yourself if they wanted to, they would have arrested you for not IDing yourself.
Y es lo que le explicaba, no, el daily trade es un secondary charge. No pueden arrestar a alguien por daily trade.
Right. Well, yeah.
3002 dice
Yeah,
bien claro.
But they were investigating something, so they have a reason to ask you for an ID.
Pero no está bien.
To me, they had a well, that's why maybe they do it. They said, you know what? What's the bigger objective here?
Yeah.
To make sure they're going to say, Mike, when they found out who you were, you're not in the hit and run, that's the wrong person.
So si van caminando, miran en cualquier carro, miran una pistola, van a andar abriendo los carros.
No, but that's not what happened. That other person put us in this situation. He said, that's a vehicle.
Yeah.
So we're going on, okay, incredible, and then didn't get a plate or anything. So that guy put my guys in a bad situation.
So your guys y yo.
Yeah.
Te preocupas más por ustedes que yo soy el afectado.
So I got to look for my guys. My guys got put in a bad situation.
Not me.
Huh? Yes, you did.
Pero
But that person put everybody and you got put in a bad situation. Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't say it that way, but yeah, we put us all in a bad situation. Because you're here minding your own business with your family. McDonald's, I don't know if you want to get a fix or flat or not. And somebody tells us that's it, so we start investigating. And it was embarrassing. They talked to the manager, told him you didn't do anything. So yeah, that person put all of us in put you in an embarrassing situation, put them, here ready to get in a file a complaint on them when they're just doing because somebody told us that's a vehicle that can do
no, se portaron muy bien ellos, o sea, no tengo nada malo. Pero el otro oficial es decir,
okay.
No, ellos sí muy profesionales.
Okay, well I'm glad to hear that, man. These are out to my guys.
Yeah.
¿Quieres que ponga eso en enfrente, man?
Sí,
I'll put the rifle. Le voy a ponerlo enfrente, okay? Okay. Esto...
Aquí en la puerta.
Ok, aquí en la puerta.
Sí.
Okay.
Gracias.
Pide.